Hey there, fellow classic comic collectors. As always, I'm Scott Harris King, and today I've got for you a new haul. I just got in a big order of comics from my comic shop, so I haven't opened them yet. I'm going to pop them open right now. Brand new haul, never before seen on TV or on YouTube. I also got one other book, so we'll start with that. It came packed in this. It was one of these things where it was two pieces of cardboard taped together. That was the package. Packed so well, it was almost impossible to get it out of the package without destroying it. That's okay. It's a low-grade Charlton romance comic. Big surprise there. And we pull it out of the weird package it came in. And it is an issue of Teen Confessions. No number on the cover. Really cool cover. I'm guessing Dick Giordano. Gorgeous artwork. Luscious ladies. Bright red dress. MRP if you're watching. Here's a red dress cover for you. But also there's the dialogue on the cover. She says, "Let me go! You've got a nerve treating me like a... And then he goes, "All I did was try to kiss you. From the way you dragged me out here, I thought that was what you wanted." So, from a modern perspective, let's just say there's some issues with his behavior, but also from a even then perspective, skirting the edges of the comics code here with her saying, "You've got a nerve treating me like a..." I don't know, what was she about to say there? I think floozy is probably the best case scenario, and the worst case scenario, of course, is not code approved. And since this, of course, is a completely code approved channel, we're not going to even speculate. But yeah, so I saw this good cheap price. I forget how much it was, a few dollars. So I love the artwork, but also the balloons just put it over the top, where the guy's getting handsy and she's about to say things that she can't say on a code comic. Okay, so that out of the way. 2 bricks of comics straight from the heart of Texas. And there's some really exciting things in here. Let me just pop these open. Beautiful sound of that. These are in no particular order. Now, they're not all romance comics. I know it's going to come as a big shock to you, but basically what happened was I was going through some listings on eBay. I saw a comic that my comic shop had listed, and I knew I was going to buy it, so I went to their website where it's cheaper if you get it from their website than on eBay. But also, I figured if I'm going to buy it, I'm already going to be paying for the shipping. Let's see what else they have. And I'm just going to quickly organize these because there's 2 different types of comics here. And besides doing my usual rounds of the romance, there's a couple other titles that I've been collecting for a long time. I haven't really gotten a lot of coverage here on my channel, just because I've been focused on other things. But they had a few issues that I needed, and so I picked them up at a good price. And I'm gonna start with those if I can get these sorted out. It's always interesting to see how completely unsorted all of this stuff is. And almost done here, almost done. Okay, so what's the mystery title? Well, here it is. It's Life with Archie. Now, the original Life with Archie series is one of my favorite comics. It's also kind of a mess as a title. So eventually, at some point, if I ever complete the run, I'm definitely gonna do some videos for my complete run madness videos where I go through the whole run. Okay, it started in 1958. It ran for 286 issues, I want to say, all the way up until 1991, and changed formats several times over the course of that. We're going to see a format change in these issues I got. Here's issue 23. It's got kind of a gag cover, but actually the first 40 issues or so of the series have longer form, more serious stories. Here's 26. There must be a way I can get rid of Archie Andrews, or my name isn't Rat Fink Rosie. And then Archie's saying, "I have a strange feeling something's going to happen to me soon." Here's one where Archie and the gang go to Venice. This is issue 32. These early issues have a lot of these sort of long form, serious stories. There's like a two-parter where Jughead like almost dies. He's in the hospital, and there's really cool stuff. But then around 42 or so, it started becoming a parody book. Here's issue 47. This is where we get the introduction of Pure Heart to Powerful and the superhero parodies. And we also get, here in issue 59, you see Archie as the man from Riverdale. There's also a superhero parody here as well. But that's where it was parodying the Man from U.N.C.L.E. and these spy TV shows. And that lasted up till around issue 70 or so. And then it became more of a gag strip again with occasional serious stories. Here's an absolutely toasted copy of number 76. This is my least favorite era of the book. From around, I don't like the parody era either, but these just gag stories. Occasionally something good sneaks in, but it's not until up around issue 100 where they start getting back to the serious content, and then around 110 it switches to serious stuff, and then you have like the best run of the whole series there. So I have most of the series. As I said, there's 280, either 285 or 286 issues. Now with these 6 added to the collection, I think I have about 245. So I think I'm missing about 40 of them. Mostly early ones. I think I have issue... well, with the 76, I'm not sure anymore. I think I might have like issues 68 and up at this point, so I've got over 200 issues in a row. But that was something that I really wanted to start focusing on again, because I do love that series. Okay, here we have, wait for it, it's romance. Yes, it's DC romance. This pile here is all DC, and then we're gonna get some excitement. You guys are gonna be thrilled with what I'm gonna end this video with. Here we are, issue 119, Heartthrobs 119, a new sizzling episode of 3 girls, their lives, their loves. I have most of that serial now. It ran for over 20 issues. It was written by Barbara Friedlander. And I have most of them. So when I finish that, I'll also be doing a video as part of my As the Page Turns series of videos about the DC's all the different title series publishers with their ongoing soap opera stories. Here is Girls Romances 156. It's a big lozenge era. I'm a big fan of this era of design, the 15 cents. But for DC, they had a lot of cool cover designs. Here we are is another Falling in Love 114. Here's 109. Some cool, I always like the big moons and stuff, really cool colors. I mean, like, this is listed as a good, so I only paid like $3.50 or $4 for it, but it looks nicer than that to me, and it really nice colors, flat, tight. My comic shop is notorious for undergrading some of their low grade books. Sometimes if you buy a good, it's really going to be like a 2.0, but other times you can get stuff where, to me, they undergrade by 1 or 2 full grades sometimes. Here is Girls Love Stories number 123, Go Go Checks. Bright pink background. Love it. Here's a much earlier book. Again, these are in no particular order. It's Girls Romances 37. It's a little tiny 10-cent era. It's got the banner on the top. What year is this? It doesn't say. But it's got the code. I think this is early code book. I think this is probably 56 or so. Nice wedding cover. Falling in Love 133, a big 25-cent era. So here's a book that's really beat up. This is listed as good minus, and it has terrible roll, but also has a bunch of rat chew on the spine. If you can see there's a whole piece out of the spine from rat chew. So here's a case where, as advertised, good minus, but again, it was like under $3. So there's my DC. Slip this in here. It's My Romantic Adventures number 128. Lower grade. They have it a 4. It's probably about right, but bright, brilliant colors. I love this title. I have probably mentioned this before, but one of my ambitions as a comic creator is I do want to do a romance book at some point, and when I do that, I might revive the My Romantic Adventures title because I just love doing that sort of thing. And now we come to it, the part you've been waiting for. I know what you're thinking. What could be more exciting than Life with Archie? What could be more exciting than DC romance? What could even be more exciting than ACG romance? Nurses in Love. Here we go. Some more Nurses in Love. It's Cynthia Doyle, Nurse in Love, number 70. You'll remember just a couple videos ago, I did a Nurses in Love video where I got my first issue of Cynthia Doyle and as well as the paperback. And I paid a lot more for those than I did for these. These are the ones I saw these pop up on my comic shop eBay, and I was like, oh, I'm buying those for sure. Really nice, good price. This one actually has a date stamp, April 24. I do love that. We've got not one, but two issues of Nurse Betsy Crane. Here we are with issue 15, still 10 cents. So this is an earlier book, 1961. What was this hidden, sinister thing that crippled Kincaid? It took all the courage, skill, and love of Nurse Betsy Crane to uncover the elusive assailant. And then Kincaid is saying, my other leg is gone too. I'm going to be a complete cripple. Stop your meddling and let me alone. Oh my God, the tension, the terror, the love. And then here we are, lower grade copy. It's issue 23. Got some water damage here. It's pretty rough. Nurse Betsy Crane, number 23. Cool cover. At last, love had come to Nurse Betsy Crane. Brilliant surgeon Dr. Orman loved her as much as she loved him. Was this romance to last? Don't miss Labor of Love. I'm going to call it right now. I'm calling it Nurse Betsy Crane, number 23. I'm calling it. This romance is not going to last. Time of death on the romance, 10:15 p.m. I'm calling that one. Sorry, Nurse Betsy Crane. But finally, now, in my previous video, I had copies of both of those. I talked about an elusive third Charlton Nurse title that I did not yet have. Well, feast your eyes on this. It's Sue and Sally Smith, Flying Nurses, number 48. And it's a Vietnam cover. Yes, the telegram says, Trouble in Vietnam, send Sue and Sally Smith, dangerous assignment. And then she's fixing up this North Vietnamese soldier, and he's saying, you fix me, American, then maybe I shoot, maybe I not shoot. A little bit of broken English, but as far as comics from 1962 dealing with Vietnam go, I've got to say that's not nearly as horribly racist as I was expecting when I made the questionable decision to start reading that word balloon out loud. But, so exciting. Not only is it a Sue and Sally Smith Flying Nurses issue, my first one, number 48, but it's a Vietnam story. I wonder how much romance is in this, or if it's all adventure nursing. Obviously, Charlton's other nurse books, as we've just seen, they have a lot of medical drama, but they're primarily romance books as well, like the pure soap opera. This looks like it might be more adventure and less romance. I can't wait to report back to you once I've had a chance to read this. I can't wait to read all of these amazing comic books, and I'm really excited to get these. So anyway, that's it for this time. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you want to see more Nurses in Love. Frankly, if I find more of these, I'm going to buy them, whether you want to see more of them or not, because I'm collecting them. But let me know anyway. It's just something you do on YouTube. You solicit the feedback of your viewers, even if you're going to ignore it. But anyway, what I do appreciate even more than your feedback is just that you keep watching these videos. Thanks so much for all the support. And I'll see you next time.